Hello and welcome to Gina Moon. This is your new monthly reading. Before we jump in, just know that this reading is sponsored by Psychic Source, and I'll tell you all about the amazing offer they have for you at the end of the reading. Without further ado, let's jump right in. All right, let's see. Disclaimer for you guys, if you are here and it's your first time, this is because your spirit is asking for death. Whether your third dimensional body is ready for that or not, you will soon find out. But what you will not get from these readings is, those fast drive-through type readings that slap a smile on your face and send you off with a happy meal. No, that's not it here. I'm a deep reader. And again, this is just a disclaimer because this channel is definitely vibrating at a very unique frequency, very different frequency. And these readings are not just readings, they are portals. They're portals for awakening, they're portals for healing, expansion, and sometimes they will unsettle you. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's tune in. You are starting with your dominant energy of the drum roll. Okay, wow. Very nice. Very nice. It looks like a lot of you have been passing a lot of tests, karmic tests. And I see here, if there's any resonance with the color green, it's going to be very important for you this new month. For a lot of you, it's money. It's abundance. But interestingly enough, it's linked to something else. There's a connection here in order for you to receive that abundance, that money. Again, you can be abundant in, of course, money, materialism, love, friendships, health, whatever else. But something here that has been up in the air, kind of rather chaotic, has been confusing you. Or rather, I'm sensing the energy more of a distraction, like distracting you. You're finally going to kind of have your grip on it. It's kind of like trying to catch it. It's like playing one of those games. Like, okay, where is it? When can you catch it, right? First it's going this way and then, goes that way. You're trying to catch it. And I feel like you've been kind of doing that last month. There was a lot of that energy. But now it's almost as if you've caught it. You have figured out some kind of way to finally capture this. What will you do with this now? Now that it's in your hands, because I see that if it's not in your hands now, it soon will be. And this is something different for you because, again, you're coming from trying to catch it, moving fast, you're quick, you're strategic, right? But that's going to be part of the lesson for you during this month. Now that you've caught it, now that it's there, now that it's settled, it's not moving around, you're not feeling like you're bouncing off the walls, what will you do with it? For a lot of you, this has to do with your heart chakra. And now, before you run away, I know a lot of you guys, as soon as I say love, and I've told you in previous readings before, you run away off, click off the channel. But like I said, I've said it before, and I feel like this keeps coming up for you for a reason. It's almost as if it has been preparing you. It has been preparing you, reading after reading, the way that it's been unfolding in your readings, right? Heart chakra. And a lot of times people don't understand why is the money not coming in? Why is the love not coming in? Why do all of your friendships fail you, right? Why does your family not appreciate you? And you think that you're detaching from the emotional aspect of it in order to not get triggered anymore. But what happens is when you block off your heart, you block off manifestations. You block off those doors of opportunity. And what this is saying is there's no need for you to keep running, to keep, trying to catch it here and there, or escape because you want your freedom from whatever situation you've been going through. This can be related to any area of your life: love, career, family, finances, friends, your health, whatever else, or everything all at once. But there's something here, there's a deeper meaning, and we will discover what that is, okay? The number 4, if you see the number 4, the number 4, something here is about to stabilize in your life. There could also be a person or a situation coming in that will provide some kind of groundedness, grounding energy. But I'm sensing that for most of you, this is you. This is you. And of course, there's always external sources, people, association. So let's tune in. We're going to go into each position as I shuffle these cards just to kind of get the energies flowing in the right direction. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Hit that notification bell, comment down below, letting me know how these readings all resonate for you. And make sure that the little bell turns black because some of you guys have mentioned that you're not getting notified. Okay, and of course, make sure that you like the video, give it a thumbs up, because when you like the video, you give it a thumbs up, you really help support me and you help support the channel. All right, let's tune in. Ooh, preliminary. Okay, we'll take that. We'll take a look at it. All right. Wow. What a preliminary message you've got there. Prepare. But I feel that this is some kind of an energy that it's like you kind of already knew, you've known. You could be dealing with the sign of Scorpio. I see the sign of Sagittarius. Any of the fire signs really, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Pisces coming through the reading as well. Whatever other sign this is, doesn't have to be necessarily any of those, but for a lot of you, this does have to do with love. It is, after all, your heart chakra. And this is requiring some kind of balance within your heart chakra in order to allow the manifestation in or to accept it. You've already got it, right? In order for you to not get scared and throw it out into the wind just to feel comfort again, right? The chaos. So I see that here at the bottom of the deck. Wow. This is a very powerful energy. And I feel like it's come up in your past few readings. But now, interestingly enough, it's coming through as a part of you. Okay? Of course, this can still be a mirror, an outside source, but I'm seeing it more so as you right now. And what this is saying is that there is a part of you that is grounding itself away from chaos, away from conflict, away from fight or flight. It's a powerful energy, very masculine energy, the Emperor. Wow. For some of you, this speaks of control. Something or someone that wants, and for a few, very few, still has some kind of level of influence or control over you. What you're not realizing, for those very few of you that still feel like there's this outside energy controlling you, is that you actually have more power and influence over it, right? That's the illusion there. That they have it over you, or have had it over you. The Emperor, after all. Right? No one rules over him. Not a king, not a queen, not a page. No. We will see how that plays a role. But I see that right now, this is calling for your initiation. For your groundedness, steadiness, right? That's not to say that you're not going to move, change things up if necessary, because the Emperor is still wearing an armor, an iron armor underneath that cape. But it's saying it doesn't have to be as loud, right? You don't have to be as loud. It doesn't have to be as chaotic in order for you to feel a sense of safety, a sense of groundedness, a sense of freedom, right? Now, I see that right now you are feeling challenged because there's a sort of like a threat on the outside. A threat of what will they say if now you incorporate this new change, or what will they say when or if they find out that you've got it. You caught it. Right? You had been doing that thing for so long, playing that game for so long, that everyone around you kind of saw you as like, oh, yeah, they're always trying, but, they never actually do it. Or they're always saying that, but they never, they're a flake, or, they're inconsistent, etc. Your challenge right now is, will you still listen to and hear the voices in your head or the voices outside of you that have played a role in keeping you stuck in the game, right? You never winning, you always just trying. Yeah, maybe you get close, but it never happened until now. You're very close. And for some of you, I'm telling you, it's right there, but it's like, okay, now that it's there, what are you going to do with it? This could be money, this could be a career, this could be love. For a lot of you, it is love, the heart chakra. And even if it's not love, you cannot manifest anything in life without love, without having your chakra, heart chakra, activated, right? If your heart chakra is closed off, you will encounter a lot of challenges in different areas of life, especially romance. This outside energy, I see that it's a little bit challenging for them to stop pushing your buttons, because it's almost as if a part of you has stopped, right? It's like you've stopped, you've taken a step back, and now you're waiting. You're waiting. What will they say? What will they do? Will it really come in? Is this really it, what you have here? We will see. Because there's a part of this outside energy that still expects you to stay in the chaos and conflict, and right, but there's a leveling up in your energy. There's some kind of emperor, right? You're leveling up. It's almost as if at one point when you were, who knows, maybe you met this person in a point in time when you felt like you needed of them, of their validation, of their attention, of their guidance, because you wanted to achieve something, or you needed something, or you wanted something. Could be love, career, family, finances, friends. But I see that the tide is changing now. There's something here changing. We're going to see. In the recent past, okay, yeah, I told you, see? And I had not even tuned into these yet. There was a feeling there, a sensation where you were stuck, like you needed of them. You needed them to rescue you. You needed them to validate you, right? But again, the illusion of that. You felt it was real at the time. You felt like you needed of them. You felt like without that validation, you could not exist. Like that was part of your identity. But it was just your fears, your anxieties holding you back. Could be guilt also, right? You want to release yourself and the guilt traps you. I feel that there was a part of you in the recent past that was in denial. You were in denial, and it was all unconscious, subconscious even, where you were keeping yourself trapped in a situation that you weren't happy in. But yet you kept giving yourself excuses as to why you could not get out of it. This outside energy, I can see why. I can see why. Big influence. King of Swords. Wow. I mean, this guy, powerful. He's holding up a sword, right? Very uncompromising. And at the time, I mean, look at you and look at them. Yeah. It's like they held the answer. They held the sword that could liberate you, is what you thought. Because, you know, you being blindfolded and all, you didn't see that you actually had swords all around you. You could have liberated yourself if you wanted to. But you were stuck in some kind of an illusion, whether through their influence or your own, or both. Where they felt like, yeah, you know, I'm holding this sword. You cannot leave unless I can liberate you, in a sense, right? They had control. They had power. I feel like they were very good with their words. There could have been some kind of, you know, mental stimulation that kind of leaned towards manipulation. Like they knew what they were doing, because imagine you're blindfolded, you're stuck, and they're free, wide open. They see that you're stuck. But why won't they liberate you? Why leave you stuck? Could it have been because maybe there was some benefit? You know, maybe they benefited of you, keeping you trapped? Maybe. Let's see. Let me know in the comments below if this is resonating. This could have been an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Doesn't have to be, but there's a lot of swords here. Now, in your present energies, we will clarify. It's interesting because right now, you're coming through as not exactly stuck. No, not at all. You're free now. But you're still not opening up. You're still not taking action. You're still not speaking up. It's like you're hiding something, right? Either you've been hidden, you've kind of been in your little cave. Or is it that there's a part of you that still kind of psychologically feels stuck even though you're free and you're liberated? You know, sometimes it's difficult to get back in touch with the outside world if you've been in your little cocoon for so long. So I don't see you saying anything. I don't see you really confronting anything or anyone. You're just kind of keeping to yourself. There could be some kind of, you know, you not communicating with somebody. There could be some kind of no communication. But what's interesting here is that in the recent past, you were stuck. I mean, at least that was what you thought, right? And right now, you're not stuck, but you're still kind of keeping yourself cocooned. We'll see. Because I see a brand new portal. I see a brand new portal opening up for you. Fortune. You can be fortunate in money, fortunate in love, career, success, health, whatever, everything, right? All at once. But there's a lot changing now. And it's starting right now. There's a difference, though, that I'm sensing here. Because it's almost as if you had been all about change, right? Let's change it this way, your strategy that way, right? To catch whatever this is. Your stability, your groundedness. And it's a different change because I feel like that change was based off of chaos, right? It's sort of like whoever this person energy was, still is in your life, even if it's just the memory or some kind of past subconscious patterning, right? Programming. That change that you were so used to was more, it feels chaotic. It feels like it wasn't from you, like it wasn't a choice, right? It wasn't chaos from choice. And now this change is change, but the change isn't from chaos. It's from choice. The choice that, will you make this choice now? Right? It feels different because it's not based on chaos. It's based on you now consciously creating change. But it doesn't feel like you're going crazy, right? It doesn't feel like you're needing to be rescued, or you're needing to go out and chase something, or you're needing to go out and rescue someone. Because there's an interesting dynamic here in the recent past, right? Whether this is your past programming, an actual person. Yeah, you know, on the surface, it's like this energy could rescue you, but the fact that they were keeping you stuck, it's almost as if you were, in a sense, rescuing them, helping them, stabilize them by you staying that way, right? And now there's a new door of opportunity. You know, this is fate. Fate is cracking wide open. Will you step into this portal? Let's see. In the near future, I see, wow, look at you. For a lot of you, it is love. Right? Soulmates. Soulmate union, soulmate connection. Someone here that is divinely guided to be with you. You are divinely guided to be with them. And this can also be, you know, like you feeling drawn towards finally that passion project, or, you know, you following what your soul and you came into this lifetime to do. It could be through a partner. It could be through you and your soul, right? Connection. For some, it is an actual soulmate, a person. But this outside energy in the near future, they're coming through as unsure. Not really sure. Kind of dancing around the topic, dancing around the situation, maybe even juggling too many things, or juggling everything at once. Now, your preliminary message is the death, which means that there's some kind of an ending here. There's some kind of cycle that you are required to end, walk away from, close out, whether you've already done this or soon will, but there's a big transformation happening here. This is requiring for you to deeply transform parts of you that used to find chaos familiar, control familiar, because this one, it's more of like, it's faded, but it's faded through your choice, you know. And looking at your future, near future, this is the potential. This is not what's going to happen, because anything can change. You still have free will. But what I'm sensing here is that your future self is coming into this timeline and reminding you that things don't have to remain so quiet and silent so that these external people, circumstances don't bother you back into that same old cycle, right? I feel like there's a little bit of a fear factor there, right? It's like you've been through so much now that you've finally caught, maybe for some of you, it's like, okay, you've kind of stabilized yourself in some way, shape, or form. You don't want that to change, right? And so you might be unconsciously pushing away opportunities. Let's start clarifying, because I see that you're leveling up for sure, right? The Emperor. But there's still a sense of like somebody here controlling you, and they could even be coming into the near future to project some kind of fears, insecurities, anxieties onto you, right? Because it's like this person situation wants to keep you stuck to them in some kind of way so that you don't level up, because maybe if you do, they won't be able to figure out what to do without you, right? For a lot of you, this is your real soulmate. Let's see. Let's clarify your energy first. Okay. So I see that there's a part of you that is being held back by regret, sorrow, sadness. You know, a part of you that's still kind of stuck in this little cocoon, not doing much with something that you've caught, you know, but there's still opportunities there that you're not seeing. And I feel like whatever this guilt is right now, it's just, it's kind of like coming from this outside energy, you know. Again, it could be your subconscious programming or an actual person. And it's not that they like, it's like, okay, the control part is there on their side, right? But again, that's also the illusion. That's also the illusion. Because it's not like they were really controlling you. It was just like, they were kind of like owning, in a sense, right? Owning the illusion of your guilt. And I feel like that's still playing a role as to why you haven't really opened up to something. Because I feel that there's a part of you that wants a new beginning, a passionate brand new beginning, a passionate brand new start. But it's like you're holding yourself back. See, like you've built up some walls around your desire because you fear that you're going to get hurt, or maybe you're going to get stuck in some kind of cycle, or that fear of guilt trapping you. But I still feel like there's a turning point here. So let's clarify their energy. Okay, because we're going to tune into the extended. A lot of you guys have mentioned that these readings are way too long. So I'm going to still keep it deep, but we'll take the rest of it to the extended. Okay? All right, let's see. This could be a Libra for some, doesn't have to be, but this is definitely something karmic. Okay, this is a karmic situation, a karmic connection, and it's keeping you, has been keeping you in a karmic loop. For a lot of you, you are already done with this, but now you are sitting there holding this new potential, and there's still a part of you that is a little bit hesitant, right? And this outside energy, yeah, they're coming through as, remember what I do for you. Remember what I've done for you. Don't you forget when I've helped you, when I've been there for you, right? But what I see here is that that hasn't really been the case. Again, that's the illusion. That's their control over this. That's like them guilt tripping you, whether directly or indirectly. It's almost as if they feel that you are already rising, even over their level in some kind of way, shape, or form. And even if there were dues, I feel like you've paid your dues in some kind of way. Because remember, it was almost as if they were keeping you trapped. Your dues have been paid, right? You've energetically been there for them. Through, could be manipulation, could be, your own self-betrayal, because you're not a victim, right? This is saying, no, you are not a victim. You were just kind of like not wanting to make those difficult decisions back then that required a sacrifice. But it's almost as if they're coming through to remind you, look at what I've done for you. Again, whether it's directly or indirectly, you kind of feel the vibe of that. But what I'm also seeing is that this is a little bit like more breadcrumbing, right? It was like they were giving you just enough to make you think that they were on top of you, that they were, like bigger than you, better than you. Like you couldn't do this without them, in a sense. Because this is a little bit of breadcrumbing energy, a little bit of like not giving much, but just enough. And this is what's creating or has created something karmic, right? The karma is there. There's an imbalance for sure. But on your side, it's kind of like you're a little bit hesitant to take action towards this new portal. It could be the fact that also you might still be caught up in the illusion of things, because this is basically on their side, right? They've painted an illusion. This is the illusion of what could be, what they've been, what they, are in your life. This is castles in the sky. This is not anything grounded in reality, meaning that whatever it is that they're saying, it's not the truth. There's like a hidden truth here. It's almost as if someone here is wearing a little bit of a mask, And your future does look powerful, but there's also a twist, because someone here is coming in trying to kind of dance around the topic, Is this a projection of a new situation that has gone unhealed, or is it that energy, that same energy trying to throw you off, trying to convince you, no, you haven't gotten it yet. No, you haven't caught it yet. That's not it. Open your hands and you'll see. And then as soon as you open your hands, it flies out, right? So it's one of these moments where you really want to tread with caution, but not fear. Because once you know this piece of information, that whatever they're hiding, the mask that they're wearing, dancing around the topic, I feel like that is exactly the turning point of this. Because I'm sensing that a part of you is now having a little bit of a spark of hope, and they're the ones who are now losing hope. And it's almost as if you've played the role of the hope that they were clinging on to, Anyway, we're going to take this to the extended, because this is getting very complex. And I feel that knowing this piece of information will definitely help you. I also want to tune into whatever it is that, again, like they're keeping away from you. What is it that you think that you've caught? Because it's not what it seems. Like on the surface, again, there's an illusion. I cannot unsee the fact that there's a little bit of an illusion aspect playing a role here, you know? And just seeing these together in your near future, you do have a powerful outcome, but that's the potential, right? I'm sensing that because this is coming through, now that I'm seeing it more clearly, this outside energy does have a plan. They do have a plan. Whether you believe in it or not, that's going to be, you know, whether you head into this new portal, this new chapter, where will that lead you? We will see. But everything is going to shift in that very moment, because I feel like this energy is taking you somewhere new. I mean, you have the Wheel of Fortune. That's a definite new portal that is destined to be part of your life. You know, and I feel like it's been building. It's not something new. For some of you, you already have it, but you're not sure of it. Let's see. Yeah. There's definitely a projection here, okay? You have here someone who is all talk, no action. I know you are tired of hearing my excuses, all talk and no action. You know what I'm sensing? I'm sensing that there's a part of them that is kind of making you feel that way about you. Like, oh yeah, you know, you haven't caught it yet. You're all talk. You don't take any action towards the new portal, right? And I feel like there's a part of you that even if you consciously don't want to listen to it, you say, no, I don't care what they think. I don't care what they say. I feel like unconsciously, it's still kind of pulling you back, you know? But in reality, this is them. They're all talk and no action, meaning they don't hold power over you, right? They're all talk. They're the ones who are refusing to grow. And once they're seeing you grow, maybe even ending something, ending an old way of being, ending a connection, a relationship, whatever, you know, this could be love, career, family, finances, friends, whatever it is, it's almost as if they panic, you know, and then they come a little harder in the near future. Let's see. We're going into the extended. This is going to be a good one. In the extended, we're going to clarify all this, and we're also going to dive deeper into this person's subconscious thoughts about you, their deeper feelings, emotions for you, their next moves, actions towards you, how the situation is all going to turn out and unfold for you, what will be the final result, and we will end the reading with any messages from spirits. Without further ado, you can check that out down in the description box below, and you can also find the link to the extended down in the first comment that is pinned down below as well. And if you would like to book a personal reading, you can also book a personal reading. The link is right down there, same place. Also, stay tuned because I do have an amazing offer for you guys from Psychic Source. You guys, it's truly an amazing offer. I'm not just saying that. Some of you guys have asked me which psychics do I recommend. I do recommend a few. One of them, her name is Pixie. She is amazing. Another one, her name is Zamara. You can see it on the screen here, their names. So again, if you want to check that out, stay tuned. That is up next. I'll tell you all about this offer. But for now, I'll see you in the extended. And I just want to take a moment to thank today's sponsor, Psychic Source. You guys, seriously, they've been around over 35 years, and they're one of the most trusted psychic services out there. Now, obviously, you guys all know that I do readings myself for all of you, but sometimes, honestly, it just really helps to get a different perspective from someone outside of my own energy when it comes to my personal things. And so I was really curious to know what they would tell me, and so I called them. I called one of their advisors just to get the clarity that I needed. And yeah, I was surprised to know that They gave me the confirmation and the clarity that I already kind of knew within me. What I love about their offer is that you can literally connect with as many advisors as you want during that time frame. You can either call them, message them, and read through all of the reviews to see which one you feel more comfortable with. Right now, they have an amazing offer for you, all of my loyal viewers. You get 40 minutes for only $19.80. That's literally like less than 20 bucks, you guys. Just click the link that's down in the description box below. I've also linked it in the first comment that you'll see down below as well. Or you can visit the direct website, trypsychicsource.com/Gina Moon. Make sure that you spell my name correctly because that will be your code, Gina Moon. That's Gina with an E. Here's how to use your special offer code. Click on the direct link that's down in the description box below or visit www.trypsychicsource.com/Gina Moon. Once you're on the Psychic Source website, click on Get a Reading. Then it'll take you to the offer page. The check mark should already be on the first offer, which is $19.80 for 30 minutes plus 10 free. That's your special offer. Then make sure it says in green letters below, promo code Gina Moon applied, no spaces. That should already be automatically applied for you. If it's not, you can go ahead and apply it. Then enter your email address, password, date of birth, answer the questions and check mark below if you'd like, then click on the red button, Proceed to Payment. Once you have an account, you can select to get a reading with any available advisor of your choice via phone, chat, video, and you can schedule your appointment for later as well. You can ask specific questions or things like, what are the key lessons I'm meant to learn in this lifetime? What areas of my life should I focus on at this moment for personal growth? What can you tell me about my current relationships, money, love, career, family? You can ask anything you want and get the answers revealed to you instantly. All right, that's it. Enjoy your special Psychic Source offer. Respect is non-negotiable. Red flags, those are warnings. You're not supposed to climb them. Who in the world told you that unconditional love means unconditional tolerance? To watch the full video, visit my new YouTube channel, Nova Sky Society. Link in description and pinned comment below. In the extended reading, I go into the other person's subconsciousness, their deeper thoughts about you, their deeper feelings for you, their next actions, moves, and more. And thank you all so much for all of your positive feedback for the extended reading. I am so glad that you guys are loving the extended reading so much. So again, if you want to check out the link to the extended, the link is down in the description box below. And remember to share this video with somebody who needs it, especially if you feel like it could help them. Watch your moon and Venus signs for love and emotions, your sun and rising ascendant sign for personal growth and alignment, also for career matters, and your Jupiter and Mars for action, purpose, and expansion. And to catch up on all of your readings for your zodiac sign, click on the left side to watch your zodiac playlist. Click on the video on the right side to watch your next reading. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.